I read that retirees, new retirees, they go through 4 stages: travel, stagnation, finding your spark, and contentment. Yeah, contentment is the last one. Anyway, we took that first stage, travel, and we went big. We went huge. We sold everything. We sold our house, we sold our cars, we even sold some of our furniture. We have a little bit left. And we were off. The first 4 months were all around Washington State. And then we went bigger. Let's spend 6 months in the UK and Ireland. But let's get real. Am I gonna get tired of living out of a suitcase for 6 months? Who am I kidding? This is gonna be a blast, right? But still. We'll circle back to that. We started this overseas portion on a boat. We took the Queen Mary 2 from New York to Southampton, England. Why? Why not? We had the time. It took 7 days to get here, and I'd much rather spend 7 days in a comfortable cabin with a bed than 7 hours on an airplane seat. Plus the cost, it was cheaper than a first class plane ticket, but the biggest advantage, jet lag, or lack of jet lag. It was 7 days and we lost an hour every day on the way over. So it was a nice, easy adjustment as we crossed the ocean, adjust our time. We had no issues when we got here. We made our way around England, Wales, Scotland, and we saw a lot of castles. A whole lot of castles. Is castle fatigue a thing? It was starting to get to me. I mean, we have seen a lot, but it's not go, go, go. Because we're slow traveling, we've built in rest days, we've built in time to just do whatever we wanted. I know what you're thinking. Why are we spending a crap ton of money on traveling when we just retired a year ago? Really? Our budget hasn't changed that much. No, we've been staying in Airbnbs, and about half of those have been month-long stays. And when you book for a month, you get a pretty decent discount. Plus, in the bigger cities, well, not bigger cities, but like the Cotswolds, we stayed outside of the Cotswolds, and in Inverness, we stayed for a month. We were maybe half hour, 20 minutes outside of Inverness. Edinburgh, same way, we stayed probably 15, 20 minutes outside of the city. You save money by doing that. We were driving. We had a car, we rented a car, so we could easily just drive into the city, do whatever we needed to do there. We even took some tours from those cities. We drove into the city, took a tour bus, and they took us off to see the sights. But the driving, yeah, that was interesting. You know, they drive on the wrong side of the road, right? And they love the roundabouts. Roundabouts everywhere. They even have roundabouts in the middle of a freeway. I mean, I could do a whole video on driving in the UK and Ireland, but if you want to see that, let me know in the comments. When I get to Ireland, I'll do a whole video on driving in the UK. Then we got here to London. This place is awesome. I mean, we have a 2-bedroom flat with this amazing rooftop terrace. I mean, we're a little north of London, but there's London. Not bad, am I right? And here in London, there's no need for a car. The public transportation here is amazing. I don't know why the US doesn't. I mean, New York might be close, but I mean, would you want to get on a New York subway? The underground and train system, it's amazing. You just tap your card, get on the train, tap when you leave. The only problem we've had, we happened to be here when they had a 4-day strike. That was not fun. Little rant. Okay, stop. You don't want to hear me whine for 3 minutes. Basically, we had a 4-day strike. We had one day where we had a problem getting home. I mean, yeah, it sucked. My point is, I mean, if this had been like a 7-day or even a 10-day trip, we probably would have suffered. But since we're here for a month, it wasn't that bad. Because now we're in Ireland, and we had a storm that pretty much had us in the house for 3 days. But I mean, it was a bad enough storm that it had a name, like Hello Amy. But in the big scheme of things, so what? We're stuck in a house for 3 days. We're here for 28. It didn't really affect us. We had to rebook a river cruise that we had booked. That's about it. So back to living out of your suitcase. It hasn't been bad. We basically unpack and we move in. Editor Randy busting in again. I didn't think about it when I was recording this video, but I think the thing that makes the biggest difference for us as far as not feeling like we're living out of a suitcase has been the Airbnbs. I mean, we've had, you know, when we're traveling between spots, we'd stay at a hotel for a couple nights, but a hotel is just a bed, sometimes a desk, maybe a chair, but there's no space to live. So, I mean, obviously there's no kitchen or anything like that. So I think that gives us a feeling of actually living in a space is when we have an Airbnb with, I mean, we're in Ireland now, and this one's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. We got a kitchen, a living room. So we feel like we have, you know, if we need to, like I'm editing a video, so I don't want to be in, you know, sitting at a little desk in a hotel room. You know, my wife's trying to watch TV or something. We've got space where we can do stuff. And so it just helps us feel like it's our place. All right, back to the program. Because we're staying here a month and we're not like go with travel, we're cooking here. We eat dinner out here, outside. We eat dinner at home. Half the time we're, you know, eating out. And speaking of eating out, if you're ever here in London and you go to the Borough Market, which is a huge marketplace of just like mostly food places, but the food is amazing. You need to go to some, I can't remember the name of it, it's something pig, but the sausage rolls, amazing. I've had like 4 of them since I've been here, because they are just, there's nothing like it in the States. It's a sausage wrapped in pastry. And just like our housing budget back at home, our meals spending budget, it's exactly the same here. We've just shifted our spending from buying things to buying experiences. So do you want to retire early and have this life? It's pretty cool. Anyway, watch this video here and I'll tell you the biggest thing the thing that made the biggest difference for us. And then watch this video here for my 20 tips on retiring early. Thanks for watching.